Hi, I'm doing a quick video to get some help from Partel, the Final IK guy, and I thought it'd be easier to do it in a video, and it will perhaps help other people who are potentially trying to do the same thing. So I'm using the scene that came with Final IK as an example scene. I've added this cube, which is literally just a cube, and I'll remove the box collider. And on my lion model here, which came from the full animal pack from Proto Factor, really good models. So yeah, on this I've written a little script that literally sets the destination for the NavMesh agent to the cube. Basically, just a public variable. I drag and drop the cube onto it, and then I just use this line of code here to set it off towards the destination. There is a couple of things I want to ask questions about. One is, I don't know what the purpose of this capsule collider is. I really don't know, but what I do know is if I move it down where you would expect it to be, with the bottom somewhere near the feet, it hits the terrain and stops the model progressing towards the destination. So I'm just going to I've only had Final IK for 2 days, and I've only had a few hours on it. So I thought what I would do is just go through my settings, so you can perhaps pause the video and see the settings I've got. So I've got this grounder quadruped thing, and it's got these limbs and bones. The forelegs are named arms, fingers, whereas the rear legs are actually legs. So the only other thing I've got on this is a little animation, which is a walk animation that came with the model, and a NavMesh agent, and I've set the speed to 0.9 because that animation works well. The only other thing I've done is I've attached the main camera as a child of the lion, so it follows it like a wildlife cameraman would, I suppose. So we'll go for a play and see what happens. And as you can see, it's following the terrain nicely. I'm really pleased with this, and as I say, I don't know anything about IK. I've only got a couple of hours experience with this, although Partel has helped me and others on the forum, and I believe this is a relatively new addition to the Final IK suite, and there is a lot to Final IK as well. Fantastic tools which I look forward to playing with. So that works fine, and I'm very happy with it. The terrain is extremely bumpy. I put a NavMesh on it, and even though I've set the maximum slope to 75, there are still areas which are obviously greater than that. So it is a challenge for the for the system. In my game, you really won't get to see a lion walking very often, not close up. You'll probably be running away from it. So I'm going to quickly change the which I think will show it off in a better light. I'm going to change the animation to the run animation. Set the speed on the nav mesh to 5.9, which I tested earlier and it seemed a good speed, and 5.9 meters per second I guess it is about what, 13 miles an hour or something, seems right. And then so sort of get a gameplay view, I guess. Maybe head into this cube and see how it copes at full speed. So as I say, I'm just really pleased. The alternative to this, where they slide down hills on their backside, is horrific in comparison, and this I'm really pleased with. So those are the settings I've got. The sort of problem I've got, not a problem, but it's an anomaly, is with the idle animation. And I've got some sort of leg popping thing going on. So I'll put the idle in there. I'll set the speed on the nav mesh to 0, and you'll be able to see what I mean. Is that we've got legs popping here, and I don't know if it's a timing thing or it's something to do with the tail, but it seems to be when the tail swings. I was wondering if there was some sort of spurious connection to the back legs from the tail or something. So anyway, that's my question. How do I solve this leg popping problem? As I say, the models from the full animal pack, Proto Factor, are fantastic, and he does a lot of packages. He's got a heroic fantasy package, which is just awesome, and when I get a little bit bigger budget I might be able to afford to buy it. Final IK, I knew it was awesome before I bought it, but I've been waiting for this quadruped update for a while, because I want to bottom out quadrupeds and get them working correctly. So I hope this has been helpful to someone, and I hope I get some help from with my leg popping thing. It must be a rotation. Anyway, thanks for watching, and bye.